He's back from Kauai.
Whoa! Oh man,
They missed you, Johnny.
guys.
It wasn't the same without you.
Well, I'm gonna break a heartbreaker right here, Danny. I'm gonna tell him the truth, man. The hustle and bustle of Maui gets too much. Kauai does take it down another level, man.
Oh man. Tell us about
It
it.
was well, it's just dreamy, man. I mean, it just like it does feel, like how Oahu feels compared, and then you come to Maui,
Yeah.
right? So like that's like Maui and then Kauai, right? And then
Even a further
like
step.
if we want to take it down, then we can go like Kauai to Molokai, and then you can go Molokai to Lanai, and then it'll be Lanai to Niihau. And then you'd have Kaho'olawe where you got to camp occasionally, you know what I mean?
There you go. There's different levels to this relaxation thing
there it
in
is.
Hawaii.
There it is.
If you want
But
something like what you're used to, you go to Oahu. If you want to bring it down a notch, you come to Maui. You want to bring it down to further notch, then boom, there you go.
yeah, it was, and so we were on Princeville side, but the weather, when you looked at the weather report for the whole week, it's going to be rainy, and you go, yeah, it's Kauai. That makes sense. And
But it
then there's
did.
sun that pokes through, and it's awesome. And my friends
Amazing.
really, really needed a vacation, and so it's just great for me to share it with him. And my friend's been coming to visit me on Maui, never been to Kauai. And he's like, dude, that's my island. He's such a mountain guy, and the mountains there are tremendous, man.
Beautiful. Absolutely
Dude,
stunning. So, Johnny, let's real quick, why would someone maybe consider Kauai over Maui? Let's go there.
yeah, I mean, if they want things to be even slower than what
Yeah.
they experience on Maui, you know, some things are a little bit less expensive there. Like I would argue that it's slightly less expensive to dine on Kauai. Quite frankly, they don't have the caliber of restaurants that we do as well. But
Sure.
if you want to get an idea of comparison, look at the menu for Maui's Merriman's here in Kapalua, and then look at the menu for Merriman's in South Shore, Kauai, and they're both the same restaurant, and
Yep.
just a difference in pricing. Sometimes by like $10 for an appetizer. Just,
Okay.
but then gas is a little bit more expensive over there. But
Got it.
it's just very very relaxed and calm. You do hit traffic, like we hit weird traffic that would have been hours if we decided to wait in it because of tree trimming, right? So these are Kauai problems. It's a little inconvenient. Like when we're in Princeville, like you are way out there. And so
Yeah.
like going to Kilauea is 15 minutes, but to go to Kapa'a, which would be next like biggest town, if you would, about 40. And then another
Hmm.
15 to Lihui. And if you're going to go to the other side of the island, it's about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So Poipu is the sunnier side, so that would be probably the more touristic. But for me, being an island lover, and my freshman year was in Kauai, it is the most beautiful island. I mean, Waialeale, dude. I drew that mountain, even though I'd never seen it as a kid. Right, big mountain, big
Yeah.
waterfall coming down the middle of it. That is Mount Waialeale. And Kauai's kind of they've been really smart in Princeville, man. So Ke'e Beach is the last beach, like the road dead ends there. And in the
Mm.
past, it was chaos, bro, because people just park wherever on the side of the road. Local people couldn't get through. Lifeguards
Yep.
couldn't get through. Kauai put the kibosh on it. They built a nice parking lot. You have to get a reservation if you're a guest to either park at the parking lot or you park at a big lot with shuttles and they bring you in. So they
Hmm.
controlled that. And I'm sure Hana is looking at them going, that seems to make sense.
That might
So,
be a good idea.
yeah. And then just the way Kauai rolled through COVID was cool as well. Once you got over there, post up, hang out. So, yeah, some of the
There's the
reasons
big
I
thing.
love it.
I think the
That's it.
beauty seems to what sells people, and a lot of
It's,
people we've talked to recently have said we love Kauai. We feel so
yeah.
relaxed there.
I'm
So
noticing
there's
some people that came to Maui quite a bit, like, Kauai's picking up the slack now that Lahaina's burned down, and people are developing a love affair for it over there too. So, little transitions. Yeah.
it's hard not to. It's a beautiful
Hey, so
spot.
one big difference about Kauai real estate. So not our market. They have a completely MLS. I am not the expert there, but something that I find interesting is vacation rental permits do transfer to the next buyer. Whereas
Hmm.
on Maui, for houses, we make it very difficult, next to impossible to get a permit to vacation rent a house. And then once you sell it, the next person has to go through that whole 5 years of ownership, then submit for the permit and pray. So some differences there.
How interesting. And that's why we're not the experts on all the other islands. There's so much
Ugh.
nuance, and in our own island, there's no way we can know all the nuances in all the other islands. It's just so different.
Me writing an offer is me not being an advocate for a buyer. Just because I'm
Yep.
licensed in the state of Hawaii does not mean I'm doing you a service by representing you on some market that I don't understand, quite frankly. That's how I feel about it.
Not at all. So if you have any interest in the other islands, we would connect you with one of our partners there and get you the local
That's it.
expert because that's not
There it
us,
is. That's right.
even
That's right.
though Johnny is a lover of Kauai.
That's right. But hey, who knows in the future, right? I may do some research over there. You never
In the
know.
future. For now, no.
That's it. That's it.
All right, let's jump
All
into
right.
this
Let's do this.
hula hula.
Woo. Out of practice. Whoa, Papakea Resort for $495. Fee simple, 1 bedroom, Danny.
Yes,
Now, this
sir.
view looks very similar to Kaanapali Shores, which is literally directly next door, where 1 bedrooms there are in the $700,000 to $900,000 range. And Kaanapali, what's the name of it there, Danny? Kaanapali Shores is zoned hotel. Papakea, some argue that it's zoned both, but definitely A2. I just don't see Papakea going away, man. I mean, it's being managed by Aston. That's my next biggest question with this Minatoya chaos is what happens with these big hotel contracts with like Aston and Outrigger, right? With some of these Minatoya condos. But anyway,
Very interesting.
you wanted to take the risk. $495 with an ocean view like that is an absolute screamer of a deal. $1,427 for maintenance fees just is what it is. And they are doing some retrofitting of plumbing there. But there's my point, Danny. They started out at 868, 405 days ago. And this is a seller that is absolutely waving his hands and saying, I just want out of this thing. Probably owned it for a long period of time, has the room, but man, 610,
Yeah, look at this.
there's room. You know there's room in
868,
that price.
780, 765, 610, 590, 595.
Is this the only history too?
Yeah, the only history.
Yeah, so there it is. So these guys have owned prior to MLS records, 2003.
Long time. And
That's
it
it.
looks in about that same condition.
Yeah, they did do a little ductless there. That's nice. But yeah,
There
floors.
you go.
Yep.
495.
Boom. It's a
Getting
deal.
closer to the price that it might make sense.
This
This one
one,
again.
deal. There it is. Peeling. 575.
Let's see this
But
one.
for local people, man, it's that those fees, dude. That's what kills it.
Yeah.
1401 for a 3 bedroom, makes people go, well, what does a payment on $1 million house look like then? Am I right?
Well,
That's a
or
lot of room in
even
a.
an $800,000 house, $900,000 house. There's a few of those in Kahului.
There it is, and 1400 in payment is a lot of room, dude.
Sure is.
So anyway,
That's a trade-off.
opportunities
We've talked
for
about
different
that one
people.
enough.
This one too, man. This is awesome. All on one level. Holly Royale's a jam. If you're looking for a cool tropical place to live with just crazy amenities, I mean, it's all right there. People love it. Super lush grounds. But again, maintenance fees of $1,200.
Really nice looking unit though.
It really, really is, dude. So
Down
I've got people. I'm gonna
100,000.
chum the water with this one, and then also the Leilani apartments one coming up here too. Onward,
Yeah.
Danny. Here we go. Wailea Ekahi. Ekahi is not hotel zoned. It is apartment zoned. Studios in the past would sell for $1 million there. I don't get it, Danny. Any of those Wailea Eluas, Ekahis, for me, they just look so rickety personally. The
Yep.
values they bring are just insane for the exterior of them. That's just my opinion.
Sure is. 1976 built.
Location.
That's it. Move on. We talked about that one a bit a couple weeks ago.
Kupuna Street, 1,374, 1692. I mean, that seems perceived market for me. Nice little presentation. You got mangoes for days. You can't get rid of mangoes, guys. Once that once that bugger pops out a bunch of mangoes, that one dies. There's like 3 kids growing out at the roots. Ooh, that looks like an enclosed garage apartment to me, Danny. Look at that door next to the garage door.
Sure does.
Right? I'm suspect.
It's definitely another unit.
Ooh,
Eh,
okay. Look at the little stage job they did there, huh?
this is the garage for sure.
Uh-huh. That looks,
There's
there it is.
there's the door.
There it is,
Yeah, a
guys.
little studio, little
So we call
rentability.
these, so the ADU, whether attached or detached in Hawaii, is called an ohana. And then when it is non-permitted, it is a no hana. So just to give people the correct terminology here. Onward.
Interesting array of pictures.
Mm. Kamakoi Loop. Wow. Hit me with the fun backyard. Why don't you? 3-3, 1936 square feet. Why so much for Kihei? Well, Keonikai Estates is right there at the technical border of Kihei Wailea. There is no Wailea zip code. It's all Kihei, but you definitely have values that vary right on the border there. So 44 days in, already starting to peeling back 50,000. They definitely love that backyard though. They're leading strong with it. I get it. And man, the neighborhood's cute over there. Really is. That's a great presentation, man. Back to the
Yeah.
backyard again though. Just all over the place. Oh, here we go. We're inside again.
Yeah. All
Wow.
over the place.
They like that backsplash, man. That's for sure. Next, Danny.
They do. Still a bit
No,
aspirational for me.
I agree. Here we go. Ohana and Guest House. So it is detached. Waiahuli Keokea Beach. So we're in South Kihei. Got a main house of 1158, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. So kind of restricts how many or the type of buyer. And then you got a 1-1. So you basically got a 3-3 on the property there. Split up for multi-generational or rental purposes. Definitely aspirational in this one here, in my opinion, Danny. I mean, all
Especially
in,
given
I'm
the
11.
size, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 1158. How big is my Ohana?
500.
So I'm 1,600, and I'm well over $1,000 a foot. So we'll see.
No pool or anything.
Just a pricing like we're in just a everyday market, or I don't know. Just feels like, let's just see.
That's just kind of how it feels. Yeah. There's some people
Yeah.
selling just to try it, and some are actually trying to sell.
Now this guy's gonna whack us $50,000 every 30 days. It looks like, huh? But 5 acres in Kula gets my attention on private water. So we've got water solved. It looks like it's lower Kula. Yeah, it is.
Nice views. Can't beat that.
Facts. Lower Kula is a little drier, believe it or not. For here we go. Good value ish. 893 square feet. Leilani Apartments sits in front of the famous Maui Lani terraces. They do enjoy using the pool there. This one looks like it's been kind of updated. They're saying 2023, but man, that tile there wasn't touched. Looks like laminate floors. I don't really enjoy the sound of
Changed the
those.
backsplash. That's about it.
That's it. They did some things, but still, I think that's still aspirational for Leilani Apartments, dude.
Yeah, she
Especially
is.
when you got Maui Lani bringing fives for 2 bedroom, 1 baths.
Yeah,
And
Napili Villas around 722.
I mean, this one enjoys a view of the lower road, so you will definitely deal with a bit of road noise.
We'll see how long that one sits.
Woo! Menehune Shores, a classic. They're just so small, dude. 879 square feet, decent sized lanais though, and they enjoy the beautiful rooftop deck. You've got monsoon, and this one's nicely appointed. I like the ductless there, shaved off the ceilings. It looks like some big old tile, but that's okay. Next, Huana Street, Makawao. This one's kind of interesting, split up into three living areas, like a 2-2, a 1-1, and a 1-1. So multi-generational living there. Yeah, I took a 4-3 and chopped it up. So Makawao upcountry living. So they're gonna show us the kitchens there, all three of them.
There you go. Rentals.
Boom. This is how
That's
we
how
do it
people
on
do it
Maui.
on Maui. That's it.
That's exactly it. So here we go. Parkways at Maui Lani. So Maui Lani is a golf course community. Fuego is the current restaurant at the golf clubhouse. This seems to be perceived market value. This looks like, scroll up. Is this from the developer? Completed in 2025. Usually they have a bit of a deed restriction. So brand new home. Is it the Girls at Town listed, Danny? Yep, there
Sure
it
is.
is. So that's why the price, developer sale, buy it, sit on it, sell it next year or a year and a half from now, and you'll make 150, 200, maybe.
But we always say, if it's new, buy it.
That's it. So
You
here's
never know.
another one brand new. There we go. Lots of new construction, guys. Shores of Maui, man. That's a great photo for what it is. Shores of Maui sits across the street from the cove, basically. So you're going to deal with a little street noise while you enjoy that absolutely killer direct ocean view, though.
How do you come out at 799 though?
I don't know, dude. Apartment zoned over there, road noise. I mean, Tom's no slouch, but hey, let's give it a shot.
This feels more like a 599 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one might be sitting for a while. We'll see.
They're loving the view there, and that's why they led with it. Ooh, that's cute, man.
I
Three
don't see many
bedroom. Look
big
at that.
garages.
That's the Grand Fairways. That's why, right? So a little bit more of an upgrade within the Maui Lani community, gated, but a 2-3 at 2,033 square feet. Got to be a
Yeah,
den in
nice
there.
size.
Somebody messed it up. Somebody did something in there. But look at that cul-de-sac living. I mean, definitely some nicer upgrades than your typical Maui Lani home, in my opinion. I don't know about all that bamboo floor there. When it's shiny like that, I get a little skeptical at the sound. A tat, tat, tat as you walk on laminate floors. Could be wrong. Went with a little army green on the cabs there. But man, three,
Mhm.
oh, big backyard. Yeah. Does it back to the golf course? It may.
It does, yeah, it's just on the other side as the golf course.
You have it. Beautiful home. I don't know. Million four
It's
eight five. We'll see. I
two
mean, it's not a
beds.
thousand, not $1,000 a foot, but that config is odd.
That's where it
That
gets wonky, some of
config
these
is
houses.
odd.
You get like one bathroom or you get two bedrooms in a big house. People make it specifically for their needs, and then when you go to
That's
sell it,
it.
it's kind of funky for other people.
Just be aware, do it. I'm with you. I'll help you through it. If you just want to build exactly for yourself, just know sometimes selling it to somebody else may be a stretch. That's kind of I mean, that's decent, Danny. 950, Elite Kai, most of the one beds hitting at 799, 7-ish. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
two
950, maybe perceived market. Looks like some really nice upgrades in it. So yeah, that's Hotel Zone right there, gang.
sure
Plumbing
is.
project done. Great opportunity there, man. We are seeing Hotel Zone sub $1 million, guys. 1,500 for the maintenance fee. Just is what it is. But man, that's a nicely done kitchen.
Sure is. Good opportunity.
Here we go. Molokai Wave Crest. It is zoned apartment. 710 in the C building. So no killer ocean view. Next to a fish pond there and some aquaculture. Uh, yeah, that's Wave Crest, man. Remember
Wave
it.
crest it is.
Remember it well. Ooh, Wailao Place. We're up in La Poco. So 9-acre regular lot, 5-bedroom, 3.5 main house, 3771 livable square footage. You are purchasing 4.9 of those acres. The other half is subdivided or CPR'd, I should say, for the Ohana unit. That's just gorgeous.
Sure
That
is.
is a gorgeous view right there.
That looks like a postcard.
Yep. Haleakala Gardens, guys. So strictly residential. Get good values in here for 3 bedrooms too, in the sixes. Dealt with quite a bit of some flooding when we had some rain from a Kona low. But yeah, fully remodeled, I guess. Yeah. I mean, hey, nice to see stuff in the fives here.
Oh,
551 for a maintenance fee. Not horrible.
not terrible. I would
No.
probably not recommend this one to clients.
Okay. Fair enough.
Just my feel. The overall vibe of the
Yep.
complex.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's really hot.
Seems
And
rough when I'm there, dude.
flooding
Seems
issues. It's kind of rough. It is. So definitely, if you're looking residential, we would point you more in the direction, maybe Kihei Villages, Keonikai Villages, Villas of Canaleo, Kamalani. There's a lot of options in the neighborhood, apart from this one.
polarizing comment, Danny. I love it.
There we go.
That house has a vibe, dude. That is so plantation style. And I'm going to build one. And that is kind of the look I'm looking for.
There you go. Snap a picture.
Yeah.
Copy it.
A little bit. I'd go longer. So maybe 2 of those kind of roof lines there. But yeah, I definitely want lanais all around the place. Ooh, nice view. Peeled it from 1,625,000. Kilohana area. That's also close to Wailea. Oh no, Kauhale Street. That's not.
Nope.
More central, huh?
Let's look it up. Show the people. I think you're down south, actually, right? Yeah, you're
There
down
you
south.
go. Yeah. You're close. Kilohana there, and then you got Keavakapu a little bit further down. But yeah, no, great location, man. That
You're
makes sense there
hitching.
for me.
Good house.
Gorgeous space. Kiliopu Street. There we go. Kealani. Those views. Highlands too, man.
That's a nice spot.
That's kind of a deal, dude, because I'm seeing, yep, here's the one. Oh, yeah. Just go best quickly, Danny. Hurry up. Get it out of my face, dude. All right. Kauhale Street, also Hale Kilohana. This one was around for a little bit, 206 days, $260,000 less later. Got a sale. This is the market we're in, guys.
They found
Price
it.
and peel. It's better if you start pricing lower than the peel. I don't know that beach at all, Danny. Where is that?
Oh, I've
Couple of
never seen
golf
it before.
villas. Nice to see couple of golf villas staying in there, 1,550,000. I think that this is where they stay, even if the mayor gets his way and they go strictly residential, kind of along that Kaanapali Masters argument. It'll just take longer to sell.
And that's it. 176 days, 6 months.
There it is.
Didn't move
Yep.
super quick, so that kind of reinforces your point.
Waipuilani gang, 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath, currently allowed to vacation rent. One thing that's interesting about Waipuilani, and I think it's in their AOAO rules, it's 30 days or more for the minimum.
Yep.
Funky where they don't truly have lanais. They've got this kind of glassed in situation with jealousies like we see here. So that's another interesting thing about it. 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath for 873. Well done to that seller, bro, in this environment. Because I want
Very
to
well done.
say Waipuilani is zoned apartment too, but I could
It
be
is
wrong. There it is.
A2 apartment.
Yep. There it is, gang. All right. One more, Danny, and we are with the list. Oh, Viet K. Well done here. 695. This is the single level arrangement here at Villas Cana Ridge. So that's why the smaller square footage, 900,000, but still a deal for a 3-2, man. 695. Heidi took up, she definitely marketed the crap out of this one.
Pretty good value.
That's a great
1,300 a
value
month
there.
is
Is what it is.
what it
What
is.
it is. That's right.
That's what we got for today, Johnny.
All right, Bubba.
Hump day.
I'm
We'll
off
see
to the.
everyone on Friday.
All righty. Aloha.